Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am actually going to do a video updating on how to properly use my sticky wax. So this is the sticky wax I sell on my Etsy store. Most of you who are subscribers know about my store, but it comes in this little tin for one, and it's about yay size, as you can see. Now this is fairy dust. This was actually one of the limited edition scents from February. I have been using it daily and barely even dented the amount in the tin. It takes a while to get through these, and I've had people ask about storage. So I have some tins, oh gosh, I put it away, but I have tins from back when I opened my store over a year ago that are still good. Just store them in a cool, dry place, and they'll last you quite a while. So what I wanted to address today was how to properly load your diamond painting pen. While you can use this in a multi-placer, it performs better in the single placer. That said, a lot of my customers use it in their multi-placer with no issue. I love it just in the single placer, but that's because I'm a putty gal. So let's zoom you in. First things first, you do not approach this wax like you would pink wax. It's hard, it's sticky, like as you can see, nice and hard there. So instead, you'll angle your stylus and just scrape, which is why you can see scrape marks in there. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Get a good chunk on your pen there. Let's see if it'll show. Okay, see, got a chunk on there. Then what I do is press it down on my table till it's flush. See how it's now flush? And then I just pull off the excess. I actually put the excess back in my tin because I can actually press this all down and recompile it. There. See how it's nice and flush? No amount is lipped over. That is crucial, especially if you prefer to use a cat's ear placer. That's one of these here. You want it flush. If you have it lipped over, you'll have some issues, but you also don't want it too deep in there. So that's why I press it against the table, so now it's flush, and then I know it's ready to go. So let me show you in action. Okay, so we have our stylus ready to go. I just very lightly pick it up, press it down, and there you go. Lightly pick it up. Like, you should use almost no pressure picking up your drills. Press it down. So again, I'm gonna kind of show you, because this is where a lot of people have trouble getting it to release, is because they are pressing really hard to pick up their drill, and you just literally need to tap it, like no pressure at all. Barely graze the surface, put it down, pick up. Sorry. That brings me to my next point. If you have a canvas that's losing its sticky, like this one here, so light pressure when you put it down as well. Don't go and press hard. Like if you press hard between, they'll stick. But if you were to press hard here where you're not squishing it in between, that time it let go. But sometimes it will stick. So light pressure is best. See, I'm doing very light pressure here, light pressure here. Now, if you're having some issues where it's just too tacky, like say your canvas is losing its own tack, or it's just too sticky, or you like to use heavy pressure, you have a couple things you can do. Like I had shown when one stuck to the stylus, press it down and just do a little bit of a tiny twist and lift it up. Tiny, light twist. Don't press hard. If you press hard and twist, your wax is going to stay on the drills. But I want to show you something. There is no residue on any of those drills there. You should not have residue. If you do, it is likely either you just got it out of the mail and it's warm, so pop it in the fridge and let it come back to itself, or you're pressing too hard, or you have your pen overloaded. As long as your stylus is not overloaded and you're using the light pressure, you should have no issues putting your drills down and no residue, just like I'm doing here. So if for some reason it is sticking like that, just do a little twist and it comes off. Also, if it's just really, really sticky, because this is a hard, sticky wax, that's the purpose of it. It's not going to leave behind goo, but if it is too tacky, just dot it on your hand a few times. This kind of releases like the natural oils, kind of soften it up so it's just a little less tacky. I've even like dotted it on my shirt before, just a little bit of lint took away the tack. But see, occasionally you'll get a stick, just twist and pull off. No residue left at all. And this will last in my pen for quite a while. Granted, I would be doing multi-placer here, but I just kind of wanted to show you that's how you properly load my wax into your pen. So you scrape it in, press it flat, make sure it's flush, and then start your dotting. Pick up your drills light, set them down light. If you do use heavy pressure, you just have to kind of sit there and learn to tweak with it, all right? So see heavy pressure there? I angled the pen and it let go. Heavy pressure, it didn't stick, so I just angled and it let go. It didn't leave any residue though. That's what's important. Now, you'll get the residue if your wax is too soft because it's fresh from the mailbox. You are overloading the pen. Overloading the pen is honestly the most common reason you get residue. But as you can see here, I have no residue on my drills that I placed, and I placed this entire row here. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you have questions about how to load my wax, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. I will actually be creating a QR code and putting this in my listing again, along with written instructions, and hopefully that will help. If you're new to sticky wax, you really do have to give it some time. There is a learning curve, and also keep in mind everyone's sticky wax formula and how you use it is different. Mine has been specifically designed for light pressure to save on my hands. Others are not. So you also have to keep that in mind as well. We all have our different recipes, ratios, what have you. That's why we're different stores. It's not going to work for everyone, but whether you're shopping from me or a competitor or anything like that, keep that in mind, that there's a few things that can influence how the product reacts, whether it be your pressure, humidity, heat in your area, how you store it. And I always suggest reaching out to the seller before leaving a comment that the product sucked or didn't work. Because in all honesty, if most sellers are like myself, if you just reached out to us and let us know there was an issue, we're more than happy to help. Nothing worse than finding out someone had an issue with your product weeks after the fact when they leave a review and you're like, oh, I could have fixed that. And half the time, when I reach back out, it was just a simple, oh, I didn't realize I needed to do this. And once they did it, it worked fine. So always reach out to a seller, myself and any other sellers, and tell them you're struggling with the product. But also always make sure you're reading the instructions and any notes. Like I said in mine, I specifically say light pressure for a reason, just because I know some people are heavy pressers. So that's my tips for using my sticky wax. And yes, I will be making another one very soon on putty. So until then, take care. Bye now.